Hey there, my name is Justin, and I'm going to be sharing my top 5 itch.io visual novels of 2021. Starting off the list is Edda Café, a Valentine's game that isn't a straightforward love story. Mina, who is still grieving the loss of someone precious to her after 2 years, happens upon a magical cafe through a few chance encounters and is able to relive the past events to find out what really happened. With a story comparable to a Studio Ghibli film, the whole game is enchanting from the art to the characters, and everything feels really polished. You'll be able to complete the entirety of both endings in under an hour, and you can even play their other work, Kohana, which is an awesome Halloween story that looks just as good. Number 4 on the list is Waterborne. I finally started playing this game this past month and I immediately knew it was going to make this list. Waterborne starts off as an unsuspecting night out in the woods as you awake in a dimly lit cabin with the sound of rain and Beethoven. After a myriad of puns and looking through the area, you'll be able to meet Jordan, a lovely young woman who tests your knowledge of video game music by playing snippets on the guitar. You soon learn through your conversations that the night was more eventful than you first thought, and the real story begins from there. The game ends with a nice setup for a sequel series in the future, which Lazy Tiger has hinted at. If you ended up enjoying Waterborne, definitely check out his other works. I've been consistently impressed with the novels he's been putting out. The game can be completed in an hour and features 2 endings. At number 3 on my list, I have My Dream is to be a Model, Not a Maid. Team and Pim released a wonderful game this year about love blossoming between 2 adults. I'm new to their games, but after playing this, I now want to go back and finish all of their other works. My Dream is to be a Model, Not a Maid has a strong focus on our 2 main characters, Aoi and Akane, 2 girls who appear to be almost incompatible in every way. Our story starts off with an accident leading to Akane becoming a maid for Miss Mikawa, and through time we begin to see them grow beyond that of just an employer and an employee relationship. While this game comes in at a longer 2.5 hours, I was happy to play it from start to finish. Down to number 2, we have Amelie. This is a Yuri horror game that will leave you confused about which era you're supposed to be in. With a strong resemblance to the Haunting of Hill House series, this game has left a strong impression on me during the short amount of time I played it. The main character, Amelie, is visited by her pen pal Sophia after being in lockdown due to a plague running rampant. Sophia soon comes to realize that things aren't as they first appear in this countryside manor. I'm going to keep my description of this game short because it's worth going in blind. This is also the only paid game on my list, but it's strong enough title to be worth the $4 it's asking for. You can complete the story in around 2 hours and it has an ending that will leave you thinking. Number 1 on my list has to be Find Love or Die Trying. This was one of my favorite games this year and clearly I wasn't alone. It was the most popular game that I played on my channel by far. The premise begins with us on a plane heading towards an exclusive island where we will have the opportunity to meet and go on dates with 5 vastly different women. Reminiscent of a show like The Bachelor, you'll have to decide between them and choose only one. But you have 1 week, and have I mentioned that if they don't choose you back, the producer is going to kill you? You're going to have to quite literally find love or die trying. Auden Jin created an absolutely amazing free game, which is around 4 hours and features multiple endings. Along with Waterborne, this has the most potential to be expanded upon in the future. Now, it wouldn't be a complete top 5 list if there wasn't a few honorable mentions at the end. First off, we have Please Be Happy, which is only a demo right now, but it covers the beginning chapter of the game and it offers a wholesome Yuri experience with our protagonist, Mio, who is a fox girl. I mean, what can you go wrong with that? Secondly, we have Wolfskin's Curse, which was released as part of the Spooktober visual novel jam during Halloween, and this has a nice romance between the 2 characters while also presenting us with a story that's similar to games like Town of Salem, Werewolf, or Mafia. And lastly, we have Dear Delirium. This is a short visual novel that was very similar to Amelie, so if you like that, I would definitely recommend this one too. It features two different perspectives that will greatly change the tone of the story depending on which one you choose. Well, anyways guys, that wraps up my top 5 games that I played on itch.io this year. There's been so many other great games that I can't even fit on this list, but I hope you guys found one that interested you. I've really been enjoying them, and they're all made by indie developers who probably hardly earn any money off them. I really just want to raise some awareness, and hopefully you'll find something that you enjoy and can really appreciate. But anyways guys, that'll be all from me. Have a good one. I hope you guys find a good visual novel to play, and have a good new year.